Let's talk about HotDocs. In today's conversation, I want to do a review of HotDocs. So when you hear the term HotDocs, I want you to think about document automation for lawyers, okay? And is this software really worth it? Let's have a conversation about that. So here is a synopsis I want you to pay attention to. So HotDocs is a document assembly solution that allows lawyers to increase their efficiency by automating the creation of routine documents. So the key word here is routine documents. And HotDocs turns your frequently used documents such as contracts and intake forms into reusable templates. Another keyword here, reusable, okay? And so thanks to a plugin, those templates can be created without leaving Microsoft Word. So we're talking about efficiency here. We're talking about granularity. So this is really important to actually keep in mind. And we love the fact that HotDocs is actually part of the Carrot Legal group, the Carrot Legal ecosystem. So you're talking about, so you can expect quality, that's for sure. And we also love the fact that this is a cloud-based solution. So you don't have to be in the office. You don't have to be, you can actually access your documents everywhere that you happen to be. So this is really cool. And but there are a few things that we don't like within HotDocs. First of all, there are no e-payments integration, so you cannot take e-payments through the solution. And you do have a complex setup depending on your configuration. So this is something that HotDocs needs to work on, and the whole Carrot Legal group. And HotDocs, in our view, is not really for solo. So if you're a solo practitioner, you're not going to be able to afford or enjoy the benefits of HotDocs. And so when we talk about HotDocs, once again, I want you to pay attention to document automation, okay? And you have web apps, Windows apps. This is really good. They still need to develop their Macintosh app. And in terms of software integrations, well, HotDocs integrates with many software. You have Lawbase, Action Step, Word, Amicus Attorney, of course, Abacus Law. Those are Carrot Legal solutions. You have Amicus Cloud, and you have Zola Suite. So Zola Suite is now called Carrot Legal. So this is really important to understand that you have a lot of integrations that come from the Carrot Legal group of solutions, but this is really good. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you about pricing here. So when you think about HotDocs, I want you to think about, first of all, you got to contact them, okay? They do not actually publish the pricing on the website, but based on our research, we've seen that pricing starts at about $25 per user per month, but it can go really up all the way to $100 depending upon upon your needs, okay? The needs that your law firm has expressed. So it's really important if you think about HotDocs, don't think about pricing transparency. They want you to contact them. You have to give them your number, whatever. They'll put you into a sales funnel. Somebody will contact you. And so this is their strategy. They're not the only one doing it though. It's pretty customary in the industry. So don't expect when you compare and contrast HotDocs to other players in the industry, you can't really compare them on price because the pricing for HotDocs is not actually divulged. What are the features I want you to pay attention to when it comes to HotDocs? Well, first of all, HotDocs doesn't have a free trial. So once you call them, they'll let you know, they'll give you a custom quote, but most importantly, they will give you a demo. So basically they'll let you know how the software really operates. And if you like it, then you actually, once you start using the software, you pay right away. They don't have a free trial, like a 30-day free trial or a 2 weeks free trial. They don't have that. You start paying right away, okay? There is an open API basically within HotDocs, and HotDocs really integrates natively with other products in Carrot Legal, in the Carrot Legal ecosystem. I've said that before. So you have Amicus Attorney, you have Abacus Law, you have other former Zola Suite products, but also you have so HotDocs really opens up to other tools, other law firm software tools, but also non-law firm software tools like accounting or CRM and so on and so forth. So this is really good. We love that a lot. And within HotDocs, you do have version controls. You have version controls. This is really good because you are able to have information on document revisions, and you are using, basically, HotDocs gives you the capacity to identify and to use the most recent version of a template. So this is kind of cool because, especially if you are working in a very busy law firm environment, if you will. If you have multiple lawyers working on several cases, you want to have this version control. Very important. Well, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about HotDocs. This is a HotDocs law firm software review. When we talk about features here within HotDocs, you still have encryption. This is really good. I mean, first of all, when you think about HotDocs, I want you to constantly go back to the fact that this is a product that's part of the Carrot legal family. So in terms of security, you have a AES 256 military grade, banking grade security protocol. So this is kind of cool. So your documents are pretty safe, not a problem. Your client's data is pretty safe, not a problem. You do have built-in e-signing within HotDocs. This is really cool, and you are able to do e-signing from multiple platforms and across multiple work streams. This is really good if you have a very busy law firm, and this is regardless of the size of your law firm. Now, I know that I've said before that based on our research, HotDocs seems not to be priced for solos. So if you're a solo practitioner, you're not going to be able to either afford or find HotDocs, I would say, beneficial to your law firm. But if you are a small firm, if you're a mid-sized firm, if you are a large firm, you will enjoy HotDocs. And you also have optical character recognition, so OCR is kind of there as well. So this is kind of cool because in terms of I would say inserting a layer of efficiency, a layer of transparency, a layer of granularity into your law firm's operations. You also have metadata scrubbing. This is really good also in terms of, again, let's just say gaining productivity, actually inserting productivity into your law firm's operation. And you also have document templates. This feature is kind of important also because when we think about HotDocs, we think about document automation. We're talking about automation solutions. So this is kind of cool because basically HotDocs creates reusable templates. So this is really good. Again, we're trying to really make sure that we are getting productivity from shying away from routine work and really transforming routine work into reusable templates. So this is really good. And HotDocs, by the way, does a great job at that. And especially we love the fact that it does a great way while also integrating with third-party plugins and also natively here to natively with other Carrot Lego products. So this is cool. And when we talk about HotDocs, there are other features that I would like to highlight here. Number one, you have court forms. This is really good. You have a certain level of granularity and clarity, which really revolves around court forms within HotDocs. This is really good. So this is great also for lawyers who want to actually have a bird's eye view of multi-case, what we call multi-case contextual evidence. This is really important, especially when it comes to providing admissible evidence in court. And if your law firm is working across multiple jurisdictions, you will love the court forms in the court forms feature within HotDocs. Okay, and you also have guided interviews. So basically, HotDoc can create a guided interview and then basically use your answers to automatically create a document. Again, here, this is kind of cool when you have a law firm where experience is not really high. Let's say you are working with many associates and partners are busy, and so you want to have a system whereby you have a series of guided interviews where associates can get answers without actually constantly reaching out to partners or senior managers. Okay, and you also have conditional logic within HotDocs. This is really cool also because you can choose to have certain text in your assembled documents included only under certain conditions. And you also have tables in HotDocs. Basically, the software can generate tables of any size and place them in your assembled document. So talking about efficiency, talking about clarity, talking about what we call operational efficiency, this is really good. And calculations also are great within HotDocs. We love that a lot. So basically, HotDocs can perform calculations based on numerical or text input. And this is kind of important. Again, if you let's say your law firm wants to focus on profitability or revenue generation and tracking, and having the ability to do calculations within, I would say, within reusable templates is really welcome. This is a welcome development here, especially for very, very busy law firms. especially for busy law firms that actually feature several lawyers that are out of the office. In other words, people work on vacation, people work at home, people work on the go. So when you have that kind of flexibility, geographic flexibility, calculations are really I would say salutary. Whilst I want to quickly remind you of today's topic, we are having a conversation about HotDocs. This is the HotDocs legal review, legal software review. Let me talk to you about the specs you need to really pay attention to when you think about HotDocs. First of all, it's really important to understand that when we talk about pricing, I think I've said this before, HotDocs does not actually advertise their prices online, so you have to contact them. But basically, based on our research, their pricing starts at about $25 per month per user, and it's one of those things where they will have to ask questions. They'll take your data and they'll actually give you a custom quote. Okay, but HotDocs does integrate very well with the many Carrot legal products, okay, because they're part of the same family, okay. And so we're talking here about Abacus Law, Amicus Attorney, Amicus Cloud, okay. All other products of the former Zola suite are basically integratable, if you will, within HotDocs. And the cool thing here is that HotDocs actually does not have a native e-signatures solution. So it's one of those things where you have to really, maybe have a third-party plugin to take care of that. But with the HotDocs, you can actually accept e-payments. This is kind of cool because there is actually an Abacus Next APX platform that allows you actually to receive payments, e-payments for that matter. And we also love the fact that HotDocs does have an intelligent interview process that lets users gather information from clients directly. So this is kind of cool in terms of the guided interview, the sort of features that I spoke to you about earlier, okay? And but HotDocs overall, for all intents and purposes, based on our research, for the last few months, this is a really easy to use software tool and you don't have to. There's no sort of like learning curve, and and HotDocs is not a no code or low code solution. Now, some lawyers will find it easy to use. However, the majority of users who want to use the extensive power of HotDocs will need to consult one of their implementation partners. I mean, this makes sense because basically, I mean, if HotDocs is pretty comprehensive, so the depth and breadth of features are there rather. And if you want to go a little deeper, if you like the more granular you want to go, then you might need help from one of their partners. But it is totally normal. So it's totally normal. Let me talk to you about the extras here. So when you think about HotDocs, it's really important to understand that it's one of those things where you do have robust documentation. So HotDocs offers a resource library with a wide variety of ebooks and webinars to get new users up to speed on how to use the program. Okay. Now, in terms of the implementation, how difficult is HotDocs to set up? Well, HotDocs is not a simple turning on and go solution. Law firms will need to know what they want out of the system and will need to spend some time setting it up correctly from the beginning. Okay, but again, they do have a series of implementation partners who can help you out. This is why I was just telling you earlier that if you're a solo practitioner, you're not going to be able to go through that process, and you don't even need HotDocs to start with. Okay, but you do have financial and mathematical calculations within the system. So HotDocs allows users to embed complex calculations in document templates. This includes calculations such as determining payment rates and terms, using exponential functions, and calculating dates. So in our view, based on our experience, who HotDocs is really for? Well, HotDocs, when you think about it, is a powerful program that integrates with many business process management systems. So because of this, it's a great fit for companies that are already technology oriented and are making use of customer relationship management software or additional content management solutions. So if you're listening to me right now and you are a law firm with an existing CRM configuration, with an existing CMS configuration, you will love HotDocs. And HotDocs is relatively technically complex, which makes it a great choice for attorneys who feel comfortable with that complexity and would appreciate the program's ability to scale as the firm grows. In contrast, solo practitioners with fewer document assembly needs may find the program to be more than they need. Okay, and again, it's one of those things where you have to do a certain evaluation to see what you really need. Now, having said that, you can be a solo and still be very successful. If you are very successful and very busy solo, and your document management needs are kind of high, then you will need HotDocs. That's for sure. Let's talk about the value added here. So the thing is, when you think about HotDocs, I want you to think about document automation software. And the cool thing here is that you are able to streamline your operations right off the bat. In other words, you don't have to wait for sometimes with law office management software, you might have to wait a few days, a few weeks to sort of see to start seeing the results. But with HotDocs, they are quasi simultaneous. Okay, and so when we talk about document automation software, you are able to enhance compliance. You are able to better analyze and report on firm profitability, so revenue generation and revenue tracking. You are able to simplify processes and automate repetitive tasks. This is kind of cool. And again, we're talking here about this is not just applicable to law firms. This trifecta, this triple benefits is actually applicable to also many industries, including banks, corporate, government, insurance, legal, and publishing. Okay. And in terms of company size here, we're talking about small to medium-sized business and also enterprise. So when we talk about enhancing compliance, for instance, you're able to document automation software enables you to adhere to approved business rules set by internal or industry authorities. Enables you to you can enable the template version control to ensure all users or systems that produce documents use the latest, most compliant version of your document template. And you're able to promote standardization to ensure that all assembled documents comply with internal brand guidelines. One thing I want to say here is that when we talk about enhancing compliance, this is across multiple jurisdictions. Now, if you're just a law firm, let's say practicing in Jersey, for instance, you might say, well, I just want to comply with Jersey. That's fine. But if you have a law firm that actually operates across multiple states, then you will love the fact that HotDocs allows you to enhance compliance. Okay, and I'm not even talking about if you have if you have outposts overseas and you're actually practicing, let's say in the EU. I'm not even talking about GDPR and other regulations there. But it is what it is. HotDocs also allows you to better analyze and report on firm profitability, so you can improve productivity by speeding up the document creation process by automating repetitive work. You can improve efficiency by reducing time spent by staff manually creating first drafts of standard legal documents. You can ensure faster turnaround times for approvals and document packages, and you can integrate with leading practice management systems to streamline workflows. And in terms of also simplifying the processes and automating repetitive tasks, this is kind of cool because you are able to eliminate human errors that can creep into manual processes while reducing, wasted time and associated costs. You can protect against legal issues stemming from inaccurate, non-compliant content. You can ensure global standardization by centralizing all aspects of template creation. You can improve document quality. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was giving you a quick HotDocs review. And so I gave you the synopsis, the pricing, the features, the specs, the extras, and the value added. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.